Run Run Shaw, the chairman emeritus of Television Broadcast Limited, passed away peacefully at his home on 7th of January 2014. He was 107. On 17th of January, his family held a memorial at Shaw Studios in Cheung Kwan O.
I believe everyone coming here today will feel this memorial is rather special. You can see the decor of the hall is solemn, but at the same time, it will not make guests feel sad. You know, Ah Sir was a very approachable person who didn't like to stand on ceremony. Everyone will feel this is a celebration of Ah Sir's life.
Celebrating his good life.
Everyone knows he was 107 years old. All of us come not in grief, but in remembrance of Ah Sir. The man and his achievements, that's the main goal.
From morning until evening, people from all walks of life flock to pay their last respect to Run Run Shaw.
I guess coming here I felt calm, but when I saw Sir's photo just now, I missed him. One can say most people in showbiz in Hong Kong were nurtured in Sir's companies, including me.
One can say he was a giant in film and television, a great man. His farsightedness, the design of all his plans, invigorated Hong Kong's film and television industries and made them global.
People asked him how much money he had. He said he had enough to live on and continue giving to charity. He was great. A philanthropist who asked nothing in return.
He really took care of others. He was a gentleman. I only found out later he was really a great man, contributed so much to charity. I respected him very much.
Mr. Shaw was the man I respected the most. The old man is gone, and I have one fewer person to care for me. I miss him very much.
His former colleagues said the way Run Run Shaw did things for others was unforgettable.
Run.
Learned to run, continued to run in my career and my life, to pursue.
He was an earnest person in every detail. I really admired that in him.
I remember even at the weekend, it was very easy to find Ah Sir if you wanted to. You called the cinema. He could be like that 24 hours.
I felt he was my boss and my benefactor.
I really can't forget how he'd know what I wanted to say before I finished saying it. He also lightened the atmosphere.
Many people describe Run Run Shaw as a giant of film and television. He built his movie empire in the 1960s and 70s in the cradle of Hong Kong's film industry. He was convinced the market needed fresh blood, so he formed the Southern Drama Group to nurture new talents. David Chiang and T. Lung were trained by the Shaw brothers to become martial arts superstars. In the 1970s, as the good guy and the bad guy, they starred in a host of movies, sparking a trend in martial arts films. In 1973, T-Long won the Best Performance Special Award at the 11th Golden Horse Awards for his role in Blood Brothers.
I remember I received cartons of letters from around the world, big cartons. I didn't have time to read them all. We found assistant secretaries to help us choose. Sometimes helpers said, here was money, here was US dollars, here was crocodile skin, here was jewelry, here was a date. Shaw Brothers was our dream, our dreamland. We were very happy to join it. We really felt very lucky.
In its heyday, Shaw Brothers, with Run Run at the Realm, produced a raft of popular films. It also showered its staff with welfare benefits, including dormitories and attractive remuneration.
Shaw Brothers paid us well, $800 a month. We were in a tiny dormitory called Actors' Quarters, a partitioned room. In the end, when you got leading roles, you could apply for an over 1,000 square foot bona fide flat. Those were 6-star ensuite units. Utilities were paid for. If there were more of such contracts, I'd sign for another 80 years.
David Chiang joined the Shaw Brothers in 1966 as a martial artist. Later, he won the appreciation of director Chang Che. In 1970, he was awarded Best Actor at the Asian Film Festival for his lead role in the film Vengeance.
At the time, I thought Shaw Brothers was tops. That's not to say we were great. We felt we belonged to the Shaw Brothers. Even today, I'd say our company, our Shaw Brothers, our boss did this or that. We felt like that even after decades. We basked in Shaw Brothers' prestige.
Cheng Pei Pei was an actress nurtured by the Shaw Brothers. She appeared in such classic movies as The Lotus Lamp and Hong Kong Nocturne. She recalled it took 3 to 4 months to make a film in those days because Run Run Shaw was fastidious about his work.
The old Shaw Brothers were very serious about their movies. Before filming, there were meetings to discuss the roles of each actor. We had to learn and to practice. I felt we were lucky because we had a chance to experience that. It was not like the youth nowadays who can perform in front of the TV or in films without knowing anything. Actually, we went through a lot of training.
They had met Run Run Shaw through making movies. They say Run Run's sincerity in his work and attitude towards life have left an indelible impression.
He reads scripts en route to the office. I felt a person who would seize every minute was worthy of our emulation. He watched many films daily, his own companies or other films, Western movies, good and bad films. I remember he once said to me, good as well as bad films should be watched because in our business, we must see why one was bad, so we wouldn't make a bad one, and we must learn from the good ones.
In those days, I came from a humble background, and he understood money meant a lot to me. Once an ad agency was willing to pay $100,000 for me to make a commercial. It took 3 to 4 filming days. I was basically in a dream making all that money. But our company insisted we must get its approval to perform. So I went through director Chung to ask him. He said yes, but he must see the contract. Actually, he looked at the contract. He noted I should realize there was a time limit on the ad. The client kept using your footage beyond a certain limit. He protected me against being a fool. I didn't think of it. I feel in my life to have had this boss was to have had an honorable man's patronage, or I was so fortunate. I can frankly say, young man, we all love you. Many people revered him.
I can frankly say in all those decades I've had only one boss, and he was Mr. Run Run Shaw. Even though I sometimes worked on independent films. In Taiwan I made many movies. Even now I'm still working for Mr. Shaw. Sometimes I made films on the mainland. Whatever. I feel like I still belong to Shaw Brothers. Maybe because I knew what kind of boss Shaw Brothers had.
Shaw Brothers was often said to be the Shaolin monastery of the movie world. But after he got into television, he never made a movie again. That was our great loss. I feel now it's hard to find another boss willing to spend so much money and effort on films. If Hong Kong movie makers had the determination he had, I feel Hong Kong movies might not have turned out like they are today.